searching everywhere, here, there, everywhere for you. Because I have cried for you. Hey little girl, I'm so in love with you. Hey little girl, I can see that he was mean. He shattered all the dreams you had. So come with me and see. Hey little girl, I'll make all your dreams come true. Ooh yeah, come little girl, I'll make all your dreams come true. Ooh yeah.
Del Shannon and Hey Little Girl. And one of my guests, Drew Schofield, had the pleasure of meeting Del Shannon, didn't you, Drew?
I did, Bill, yeah. It was a long time ago. It was when he was doing the Weekly Hollow.
Where's the mic? Can you get the mic up?
What?
That's it. Speak.
Pardon?
You know now.
Yeah, it was when he was doing the Weekly Hollow. You just informed me. I didn't know that, but he was with Alan Bleasdale. He come to see a run-through of Bebop Lula when we were rehearsing that. And he was blown away. His words, not mine.
It's great.
And then me, him and Alan ended up in the Grapes, having a few bevies, you know.
I've got the programme for that. Wasn't there a free disc with it?
No,
Flexi disc.
that was
another
Cavern of Dreams.
That was Cavern of Dreams, yeah.
Yeah, that was a floppy disc,
Well, I've got that.
but it didn't flop.
Oh, yeah. We got something for you, Drew. I never let you go away empty-handed, do I?
Go on.
There you go.
What, let's have a look. What's that? The Maisie? No, what's that?
Is that a Mersey Pirate badge?
It is.
Jesus.
The Maisie Pirates. Do you remember that, Bill?
Of course I do.
Hey?
I played an excerpt last week of you and Drew arguing over birds.
Me and me. Oh, me and Ray.
Yeah, right.
Me and Ray. What an argument that was.
Arguing over birds.
Yeah.
You took him up to a parrot.
Have you got the card of the three of us where you've got me and Ray?
Oh, yeah, I
by the
meant to
scruff
bring
of the
some of
neck?
them in. I've got about 50 of them.
They're great, them, aren't they? Great picture, that. Yeah, I've got one of them up on the wall.
I mean, I must tell you this, because the Mersey Parrot we only did it 6 times, and then the cameramen all went on strike, didn't they?
Well, it was the first live children's TV show, wasn't
It was because it was the first with a handheld camera. So
handheld
the
camera
was putting men out of work.
And the thing on the back of the boat.
Yeah.
It was a big, a disc, and he had to point it at the satellite, the fella. And if the weather was bad, he was cream cracking.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So Drew, I was sitting with Drew and Mooey, right, at the dinner table before the show.
Ray Kingsley.
Drew and Ray.
Yeah.
Before the show starts, we're having our breakfast and that. And the director came, the producer came up and he says, "Listen, you two, I'm getting really fed up with you two. When we gave you a pass to get a taxi, it was bring here to your house. I've just had the bill, and you've been to Southport, you've been to Manchester, you've been to Soto," and he was red with anger.
Was he?
He said, "I won't have this. This is disgraceful. I won't have it at all. You might never appear again." And Drew looked at him and said, "I like your tie."
I've
never forgot that.
That was over because we didn't get the code for the cabs. That was, they wouldn't give us one because I lived in Kirby and Ray was Litherland. They said, "Yeah, you can get the bus." So I overheard the
code.
The code. P976. It's gone now. It's null and void, but I'll never forget it. But we went to Manchester. Then it was great. Of course we used it. Yeah. Should have just let us get a cab. What to say to him if you
Ian Salmon's with us as well. He's the guy who wrote the Liver Birds play, which was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
If you put on again, I'll go and see it again.
I would go and see it again myself. If we put it on again, just waiting for something to happen with it.
And the new record they did got to number 3 in the Heritage charts.
They're doing brilliantly, aren't they?
Brilliant.
The girls are doing fantastic, and I mean they've added Lisa Troyer and Dawn Yoder,
That's right, yeah.
two American singer-songwriters. They're a 4-piece again. I believe there's an album on the way, but I haven't spoken to the girls much.
Because he had Land of 1,000 Dances out as well, didn't he?
Yes, really good version of that as well. Doing really nice stuff. It's really good.
Now, this is what... Tell us... This. Well, you tell us, Steve. You're the producer. Tell us about the play. What's the title, first of all?
It's called Shake It Up, Baby.
Yeah.
And it's all about the early years of the Beatles. So the 2 years between Liverpool, Hamburg, and making it big. I mean, Ian wrote the thing, so I think Ian's probably better qualified to tell the ins and outs, but that's kind of the kickoff.
Basically, it is. It's the Hamburg years. So it's from 1960 to 62. We basically start at the end of 59 with an introduction to Alan Williams and to the Jacaranda and the scene around it. It's very much about what it took to let the Beatles be the Beatles, and how many people it takes for the Beatles to become the Beatles, because you don't go from being basically who were rated as the worst band in Liverpool at the time to being the best band on the planet overnight. So it's what it takes for those 2 years, from the first time they go to Hamburg to the last time they play Hamburg. So it's literally beginning in 1960 to New Year's Eve 1962, and that's the period we're looking at. And it's how they get in the back of a van, they go over to Germany, and they change the entire world.
Which he did.
Yeah,
Which he did, thanks to Germany.
Thanks to Germany. Thanks to Alan
But when
Williams,
you said
thanks
about
to Lord
the worst band, I mean, I've checked. You'll find that most of those comments were made by other group members.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of envy there, because they certainly weren't the worst band in the lot before they went to Germany.
No, but it's a great selling point, isn't it?
Okay,
it's a great selling point to say that they were. So many people who said that they were, because before they go to Germany, they haven't got a regular drummer. They've gone through about 50 drummers already. They don't meet Pete Best until, well, they meet Pete Best, but they don't have Pete in the band until 2 days before they go to Germany. That's right, yeah. So that they're not a proper band. And Liverpool doesn't see the Beatles as a proper group until they come back for Little in Town Hall. So it's that absolute revelation of them going from basically three lads with acoustic guitars claiming that the rhythm is in the guitars and they don't need a drummer, to this absolute juggernaut that no one's heard before.
But the thing is, Drew, you've been overlooked again, because you have played John Lennon, haven't you?
I did, yeah. I have played John Lennon a
So
couple.
why didn't you play it this time, John?
I'm getting.
He still looks young enough.
I reckon he could do
You're
it.
joking, aren't
You
you?
can do it. Listen, still looks young enough.
No, my voice is gone now, but I could never. I could
You make a better yoker.
I wouldn't know. Just sit in a bag and say no.
You also played Johnny Rotten, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago, yeah.
That was a hell of a performance.
30 odd
that was
years ago,
Johnny
yeah.
Rotten.
Hell being the opposite, yeah. Yeah.
So,
No.
what's the difficulty? Picking the four Beatles, that's not an easy task.
No, it's not easy, because you're looking at four very talented people. So I think we've got three of them cast already.
Yeah.
We're looking for, well, the most difficult one to find is also always somebody who can play bass left-handed, and play bass left-handed better than most people on the planet. So that's always a hard call. But you find them from somewhere. But we've got three of them cast already, and they're excellent. We worked with them worked with one of them in a workshop last year. Brilliant guitarist, great singer-songwriter in his own right. Two other lads that I've worked with before. I think we've all worked with before, haven't we, as well?
Stephen, you're a prolific producer, if you'll excuse me saying that. You're a prolific producer.
Thank you.
And from here to America, you're doing plays. And what attracted you to this one?
Well, working with Ian, working with Drew. That's in a nutshell. But
Creep.
yeah, they've paid me for that. No, we've talked about doing something for a while, haven't we? And I think, just to steal one of Ian's chats, so Ian spoke with a film director, Roger Appleton, who was developing a new documentary about the Beatles, and they said, or the Hamburg years, and they said a musical would be a good accompaniment for this. So we workshopped a draft of Ian's play last year. We hired the Everyman for a week in March, did a bit of a show, and invited a couple of theatres down. Some people came from London who were interested in it. And then we've spent back and forth, going to a few different venues, and we've landed on the newly renovated, opened Epstein, which seems a perfect fit, really. So.
And when is it?
It's on throughout September into October. I think our opening night's 22nd, is it?
So it's
No,
about
26.
2 weeks, is it?
Yeah, just a two week and a bit run. But you never know what happens with it next. We've got all the people from London on a big coach coming up.
So you're playing Alan Williams, Drew?
Yeah.
A legendary character.
Yeah. When I got the book when it came out years ago, and I loved it. I thought it was really funny, you know.
It is. Well, I've given Steve, an interview I did with him on his 80th birthday, and
Yeah.
it mainly consisted of us discussing his failures. He wasn't just the Beatles he failed in. He failed in nearly everything, you know.
Yeah.
He brought out Liverpool Rock
Great character,
and
though.
Benidorm Rock.
Oh.
Died on his bump, all of them. You know. He did a Rat Pack show at the Adelphi and no one turned up. You know, he just did so many wrong things. But he laughed all the way through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
You
a
know.
tryer. Sounds like he was
But
a tryer.
it's
Yeah.
the keeping trying, isn't it? It's the keeping
Yeah.
going and trying to find the next thing that could
Yeah.
be the thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah, he just didn't give up, did he? He was just kept going.
You've got people who dream like
now
that.
and then he'd buy a round.
Hello, I'm Alan Williams. Mine's a Scotch. he said that to me the first time I met him at the Playhouse. Yeah, when I was doing a show and he turned up because there was an after-show party. He didn't even see the show. I remember he was with Bob Butler as well.
Yeah.
But he fell that night. He was drinking. He had a red wine in his hand. He fell on the glass, cut his hand. And he went, "Is that wine or blood?"
And where will most of
Go
it
and
be
get some
set?
paper
Will you be
towels.
doing anything in the Blue Angel?
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes in the Blue Angel because certainly Brian Epstein comes to see him in the Blue Angel to talk about the fact that he wants to manage the Beatles, and Alan gives him his honest opinion about it.
Yeah.
But it's also it's in the Cavern, it's in the Jack, Littleton Town Hall, obviously Indra Kaiser Keller Star Club Top 10, everywhere that they played in that time. It covers all those areas and moves around Liverpool a little bit, so it's all over the place, but set within one stage basically.
Well, you could find anything at the Blue. There was a time when in between the Cavern first shut and then opened again. In between, I had to look for work. So I started putting on events at the Blue Angel.
Yeah.
Things like a short Olympics, things like that. And we actually put a wrestling thing on, right? And it was Alan Williams and Adrian Henry versus battling Billy Butler and careful Chris Wharton, right? And we had a ring set up on the floor, right? And the doorman tells me this is absolutely true. A fella came in, paid his money, saw the ring and said, "I heard there was trouble here, but I never knew it was so well arranged."
Were you there the night they had the live bull?
No, didn't go there that night. But Alan's entrance came from the top of the stairs. There was lots of dry ice. So he came through the dry ice, and Adrian Henry came. We did it all, And it was a good laugh, So when's it starting? When did you say it's starting?
26th of September till the 11th, maybe 12th of October.
You found time to bring it in, you found time to do it.
Yeah. There was a nice little slot in the schedule, and it's kind of the flagship show for the autumn season at the Epstein, and hopefully we'll get a big crowd down there. Yeah.
Yes, and when's Mamma Mia coming back?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to do Nana Mia by the time we're all that old.
You've got.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that so much.
Yeah, it was a good show.
And it was a big venture for you as well.
Yeah, it was. It was a gamble, and it paid off in the end.
Right, I've got a couple of things here, Mark, Drew, and I can't remember what they were. So
I'll go then.
Let's have a let's have a listen then to this one. Welcome, Drew.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, sorry, that's a different Drew.
19,000 Drews.
I told you I wasn't quite sure. What they were.
It'd be good to do voiceovers, wouldn't it?
Let's try this one.
Voiceover. Welcome, Drew.
Thank you. Hi, thank you
Have
for
you
having
tried
me.
the Owen Drew speak handles? You do better than me.
I think he could do it.
I think you really could.
Stop that one there. The one that says Drew.
Nice to have you. Thank you for having me. Very good.
The Sex Pistols. I love the Sex Pistols. I have all your albums back in New York.
Oh, yeah, well, where's that then?
Hi, Johnny. So, playing a gig tonight?
Playing a gig tonight? Yeah, we're playing a gig tonight. So what? And that's Drew as Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what's next. I've lost control of
I
these.
didn't even know we were supposed to be listening, Bill. Let's have a look.
Okay, here's another one then. Let's see what this one is. This is a scene, Drew. Where's my controller, Steve?
Down the back of the couch, Bill.
Here's a very brief scene from one of your films, Drew.
Must be, because I'm not in that many.
Okay. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning doing these, that's why.
Hang on, let's see.
Okay, can you hear now? This is a very short
Silence of the
scene.
Lambs.
A very short scene from one of your films.
Go on. Oh,
That was it.
is that me letting one go?
That was from under. Was that under the mud?
Yeah, I think that was an outtake, wasn't it? He caught me farting, haven't he?
I like you.
And you weren't even mentioned in the cast.
Oh, well,
Okay, let
behind speaks for itself.
Okay, let's see what this one is. I was, as I said, 7 o'clock doing these this morning.
Just before you potted. Oh, that's
Someone broke the looking glass.
yeah, Blood Brothers.
There's a full moon shining and the salt's been spilled. You're walking on pavement cracks. Don't know what's gonna come to pass. Now you know the devil's got your number. You know he's gonna find you. You know he's right behind you. He's staring through your windows. He's creeping down the hall.
You must have enjoyed that, Drew.
I did, Bill.
Blood Brothers. Why haven't you
Yeah.
done it again?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, God, I didn't enjoy it that much. No, I did. No, no, it was great. It was great, but it was just, just do it and move on, don't you?
Very dramatic.
It was great.
I love the way whoever produces it uses the narrator like you. Always uses them in shadow.
Yeah, well, that was down to Chris Bond. A lot of that. It was that was down to the director. I'll never forget when we went to the read through. We were all sitting around a table, and Chris, a part had come up, and Chris Bond would go, "Yeah, Drew's playing that." And I was only down as a narrator. He was going, "You're the milkman, you're the judge, you're the teacher." So he wanted the narrator to be in every scene, so the audience would go,
And your lad's
find a
doing
thread
well,
through the
isn't he?
whole thing.
Bonehead. Bonehead's doing well.
Oh, Bob, yeah, my son, yeah, he's doing great.
Bonehead.
Yeah, Bonehead, yeah, he's doing fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing really well, Bob. He's working left, right, and centre now.
When did you shoot the hairdresser?
Do you know what? He grew that especially for the part. People think it was a wig, but he's just had it all cut off as well.
Did you?
He's just had it all cut off.
And what's next for you, Steve? Do you plan that far ahead?
Well, I'm in rehearsals at the moment with John May, who's just been in. We're doing the Legend of Rooney's Rings.
Yes,
We're
the
doing that
Legend of
Royal
Rooney's Rings. Lots of script for you to work there.
Yeah, it's sort of, we're in the first week, end of the first week, so it's taking shape, but it's the usual new play, see what happens, good music in it. Then I'm actually working with Ian again, we're doing Derby Days at the Royal Court.
That's right, yeah.
Which is going well, and then obviously the Beatles show, but yeah, just got to keep going and keep making
So,
work.
because your production skills have taken over an incredibly promising acting career.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
I mean, do you think you've lost out by being a producer, not a director?
Well, I don't know. It's just about it's about what's around. Do you know what I mean? And the jobs that were there for me. I'd hit the crossbar with a couple of things, and I got a bit tired of working with people that I thought I think I can do that, and then I've just sort of slipped into doing this now, and I'm enjoying it. It's good, but I do miss pretending to be other people because that's part of the fun, really. You can sort of jump off for a bit, and
It all started with Live in the Theatre, didn't it, really, mate?
Well, yeah.
That was your
Yeah.
first.
yeah, 2012, me and Drew had shared a dressing room doing Little Scouts on the Prairie, and we'd sit down, have a little talk about whatever we could be doing, should be doing, whatever. And I'd seen a show called A Life in the Theatre by David Mamet, a New York writer, autopilot. And Drew had a read, loved the play, and then, I put it on, and we did it in Pauline Daniels Theatre on Seal Street at the time,
right, yeah.
the Liverpool Actors Studio, and we sold out for 3 weeks, I think it was.
Yep.
And then I did another play with Helen Carter the last 5 years, and then it sort of snowballed after Mamma Mia.
Loved the last 5 years, thought it was great.
Yeah, it was a nice show,
really
wasn't it?
got
We're doing it again. It's the last 45 years. That'll be the next one.
I've got another one here, Mark, Drew Schofield. Let me see what this one is.
Please, I'll be good. Oh, please, just give me a chance. I swear to you, I'll be good. Oh, please, God, Eddie, please, let me be good.
What's that?
Is that Misery?
Oh, yeah.
Must have been
Gotta be
Misery.
Is that
Misery.
Misery just before he gets his...
Oh my God.
yeah.
Hobbled.
His
I mean,
foot cut
I've
off.
got next to it season ticket.
Season tickets.
It wasn't a play you did with the Reds and Blues, and somebody's starting to
Oh, it
plant
might
a
be.
season
It
ticket
might
on
be.
you.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
But Misery, you could go with Misery was
Me
brilliant.
and you
too.
have to hold hands and walk down memory lane together.
Is that something you'd like to produce, Misery, Steve?
Misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it plays good, it plays good. You know what I mean? It's just I love doing that show, but like you say, it's been done, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
not everyone saw it. That's always the
It was,
thing.
it was a bit of a great.
It's a long time ago.
It was a great
True.
production in the Playhouse, though. The Royal Court. Sorry,
Royal
the
Court.
set
Yeah, it
was
was
amazing.
brilliant.
The set was amazing.
Brilliant. Kevin wasn't happy, but it was Keith wasn't
Is he
happy.
ever?
No. But that was excellent. I really enjoyed that. You know, and I actually tried to get in touch with the Playhouse and asked them would they put it on, and they said it's not our kind of show.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I said, does that mean you think it'll make money?
Yeah. Well, no comments.
Well, good to see you again, Drew.
Oh, you too, Bill.
You stole the show on this city is ours and that, you know.
I had a cough and a spit.
Stole the show.
Cough and a spit, but you know me, I turned it into TB.
And they all went. Great to see you, lads, and I'll be there to see that. Don't worry about that. I enjoy the Royal Court so much. I really do. They're given this city laughter for so many years now.
It's the best theatre in Liverpool. It's a fantastic place.
Yeah.
Are you in the Christmas one, Drew?
No. It's the biggest laugh.
I can't believe that Christmas without Drew Schofield.
Oh, well, yeah.
And actually, Ian, about 15 years ago, and it was one of the first times I was a leading man. It was a girl, Radio City, Les.
Leanne Campbell.
Leanne Campbell was the princess in it, and I was the leading man.
Oh, yeah.
And it was called Dixie Dean's Golden Boots,
Oh,
and we did it for 4 nights at the Royal Court.
yeah.
And every night there was an occasional Everton player in it or an Everton manager, you know,
Always nice to have a guest spot.
and it was good.
Yeah.
When was that?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Have you seen Speedo Mick yet?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it?
fabulous.
Great show.
Yeah, I had him on the week before last, actually.
Paul Duckworth.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I
They're all
expl-
great, him and Lenny, but a great
I
class.
explained to
and all
Paul-
great players as well,
I
great
explained,
musicians.
I explained to Paul that I was in for the lead role, but I couldn't afford the socks. And I also said to him, didn't I? Drew Schofield was in for it. You beat him by an inch.
Hey!
Thank you so much, lads. It's always welcome to have you here. Three great personalities in our theatre scene. You know, you've done so much for us. And there's a great guy. I'm going to play for you now. Did you meet him on when you did City is Ours?
Who?
Georgie Gallagher.
Sure.
He sang House of Bamboo.
Oh, the theme, semi-theme tune, isn't it?
No, I never met him.
Well, he sang that.
No, not when he was on it, anyway.
He's probably the best vocalist from Liverpool I've heard for years.
Great.
He's absolutely brilliant. And he does some numbers on stage other people don't do. Like he does Anthem from the ABBA play, you know.
Yeah.
Not many people do. And he hits the notes and everything.
I think we rehearsed that for a Christmas show once and we never used it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Jake was dressed as a panda. Remember we were going to use
Oh,
it?
I wasn't in that one.
Oh, wasn't you? Yeah, we were going to use
The
it.
House of Bamboo.
Mutter,
I think
mutter,
he got
mutter.
cut.
It's Georgie
The dance
Gallagher.
for that, eh?
That's my guess.
You're my world, you are my night.